we're going to cover why sealed Pokemon product performs better than individual cards. I'll back it up with data, of course. So let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. Captain Zach Sparrow here. So I know what you're thinking. What? I can think of plenty of examples where an individual card performed better than sealed product. Yes, you absolutely can. There are always exceptions to rules, and here's what I'm going to go over. Statistically, an individual cannot beat the market. I personally knew some hedge fund managers. They are absolutely brilliant, incredibly smart human beings. They cannot, on average, beat the market. Again, you're looking at somewhere around the 8 to 11% return rate, depends what years you look at, etc. They, on average, cannot beat the market. Why is that? You can't beat the market. It's just statistically impossible. Yes, there are anomalies, but when I look at product, when I look at sealed Pokemon product or Magic the Gathering, name your spice. Sealed product is just like a mutual fund where you don't have just one company you're investing in, like ExxonMobil, for example. You're investing in several companies like Amazon and Apple. Does that make sense? So why would I invest in one company when I can invest in a lot? Now, to counter that, why would you invest in all those other companies that aren't going to perform as good as Apple, for example? Wouldn't I just want to put more of my Scoobies into Apple? Good question. Yes, you would theoretically. However, what if Apple has a down year? What if Apple just stops? What if Mewtwo isn't the hottest Pokemon card of that set, of that year, whatever? What if it ends up being Greninja like people voted on, or whatever it ends up being? What I'm saying is you can't predict those things. And another thing would be exclusivity. And what I mean by that is that sealed product. Over time, Pokemon will stop printing it at some point or another. Historically, that's what they have done. So when that product stops getting printed, what happens? You have a finite period of product, and then you lose it, gets lost, whatever happens to it gets damaged, people start opening it, time happens, and just more of that starts happening. You get less and less of that product. Well, what happens when you open that product? You get more of the Charizards and the Pikachus out of those boxes, meaning more of those are going to go to the pop report and get their PSA 8s and 10s and whatever those numbers end up being. So you're increasing the pop report of those cards, meaning the number of the cards goes up, meaning price, generally speaking, would go down. However, the product is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. What will happen to the price then? Now, some of you might think, well, if some of those cards increase the pop report, meaning that those cards' value goes down, that also means that the inverse would not happen, that the boxes themselves, even though there are less of them, the cards of the set, since there are more of them, the overall price of the cards goes down, thus the price of the box will go down. That is not how it happens. The market is smarter than that, and it will reflect on the prices, maybe not immediately, but it doesn't. Historically, you can look back at any of the products. Almost always, there is not a way where that flip happens. Now that I'm confident I've lost probably 90% of you because that wasn't comprehensible, what I'm trying to say is, generally speaking, when you open up an older product, there's going to be less of that product. Generally speaking, that product is going to go up over time because there's less of it. And as long as the demand is still there for that product, you will see the price steadily increase over time. Yes, the individual cards will also go up, but again, you've got that mutual fund benefit in that, I don't know, is Evolving Skies going to be the set? Is it going to be Chilling Reign? Is it Vivid Voltage? Is it going to be all of them? Is it going to be none of them? Is one going to perform a little bit better than the others? What do you think the odds are that Vivid Voltage performs exactly at the same rate that Chilling Reign does? What do you think the odds are that the chase cards in each of those sets will perform exactly the same as well? Generally speaking, only a few exclusive promo cards absolutely blast these other sets out of the water. So I'm just saying you have to have your ear right to the ground and know exactly what's going on. And that's certainly a fine play. However, sealed product is kind of the no-brainer play. It's just I'll just keep that sealed product. It's going to go up over time. It's easy. It's boring in a way once you get that, but it works. So I am not saying sealed product does better all the time, better than all individual cards. No, certainly not. What I am saying is, maybe that PSA 10 Aldar Urshifu VMAX, maybe that's not the play. On a percentage increase, me buying that card at a PSA 10 for It's like $900 at the time when they were first coming out. Or yeah, it was PSA 10s. They were going around the $1,000 mark right away. I do remember that. And then, of course, they dropped off. If you buy the card at even $500, did you know that that's going to have to perform exceptionally well in order to outperform the booster box of Battle Styles that you can buy for $85 to $88 a box? Your percentage increase, you have such an advantage on the booster box itself. Would you rather have a case of booster boxes for the same price as one graded Aldar Urshifu VMAX? That's something to consider. So I wanted to let you know it's a lot more complex than that, especially when you break it down. There is so much you need to analyze. So just remember, if you spend 5 times more on said card, that card will also need to perform X% better than whatever you bought of that sealed product. It's incredibly deep the more you think about it. For example, that Charizard card that sold for $400,000. Do you know how much money you would have to wait to see in order to experience a 1,900% increase on that? A 1,900% increase on $400,000? Or do you think there's a better chance you'll see a 1,900% increase on almost any Sword and Shield ETB a handful of years from now? Yeah, man, well, everyone's doing that. How many people do you think are sitting on Shining Fates ETBs? How many people do you think are sitting on... Guys, it does not matter. More people are in the Pokemon space than there ever has been in history. This is why it doesn't matter. You have that many more people also opening the product. That was organic demand. Yes, you have more people speculating and investors and evil flippers and all of that fun stuff. But you also have more genuine interest in the hobby as well, where people are opening that. And here's why it doesn't matter. The average Magic the Gathering player's lifespan is about 1 to 2 years, according to Wizards of the Coast. That is data that they have presented, and it has been that way since the beginning. They have no way to defeat that as of yet. And we're talking about this mid-2021. Do you really think, off of Leonhardt's channel, the 100,000 or even 1 million views on the big videos that he gets, do you think that encompasses all of the Pokemon community? Now that you're thinking about it, no, it doesn't, right? That does not encompass the $92 billion franchise. How many of these new Pokemon players, collectors, investors are gonna be here 5 years from now? Statistically, a lot of them will leave. I don't have the exact number for you. It doesn't matter. A ton of them will leave. A ton. How many people 5 years from now are going to be in the hobby that weren't here today and were like, you know what? I kind of want a Shining Fates ETB. That looks like a lot of fun to open. I want it for my sealed collection. That's how it works. That's how things always work in cycles, guys. It's not, you're wrong. I've seen several comments now on my videos too, of all things. It's insulting. People telling me, how many other people are investing in Shining Fates, bud? How many other people are investing in Battle yes, plenty of other people investing in it. And guess what? There are that much more that are not. I'm just saying, over the course of the last 20 plus years of Pokemon, all of the investors, they're the ones that get the final laugh. But hey, what do I know? If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments, my brethren. Is that what people say? At the end of the day, if you truly enjoy investing in the individual cards, do that. I am. If you also want to insure yourself by investing in the sealed product, knowing historically it performs more than fantastic, I am as well. And second, most importantly, have fun with it. It is a hobby. Whatever it is you're investing in, enjoy it. And most importantly, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified of future videos just like this one. And until next time. I'm just telling you, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be groovy in the future. I know people don't say that anymore.